It's Harry Boxer, the technical trader at thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, the 3rd of August. Well, the markets had a kind of a mixed session today. There were still a lot of stocks that we followed that did well, but today we're going to go over the swing reviews as we do every Thursday. Let's take a look at AEHR, which is still in force for many months now. It's been just beautiful ever since the April low when it was trading in the 23 range. It's now gone up to 53. 54.10 was the high before the pullback of the last couple of days. But I'm still looking for this to eventually be a $65, $70 stock. AI fits and starts. You can see it hasn't quite broken out. It looked like it was going to explode 2 days ago, getting up to a new high at 44.90, but it was not to be. It's pulled right back to the moving average near the trend line. This has got to hold, in my opinion, around the 36.5 area. We don't want to go below that. The target's going to be 49.54 and above. AUR, given to you when it broke out here back in June at around 2.5, it made it up to 3.54 and pulled back. Now it's moving again. And today it bounced off the moving average. It's got me the rising channel. It's got an ascending bull wedge of sorts. My target's going to be 4 and 4 3/4. CLDX, wonderful action since it broke out. We put a swing on it. It pulled back. Look at the inverse head and shoulders on it. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Beautiful pattern. Can support a big move. The minimum target is probably closer to 18.19. CLSK, which we put out back, I believe, in June as well, has moved from the 3 and change to 7 and change and then pulled back. Very orderly retrace now with a lot of the crypto stocks, but when it's orderly like that, it's still above support. I'm looking for a rebound and a run to 7, 7.5, maybe more. CRBU popped and pulled back and then broke out. We put a swing on it, but it's backed off. Still need this one to get back over 7.5, run through 7 3/4, and then get up to 8 3/4 and 10. My next targets. DMRC popped and broke out today. We put a swing on it right as it broke out and pulled back. It's up about 2 points already since we put it out just today. My targets are 39, 45, and 50. EBIX, beautiful stair step move up. It reached the top of the channel and just backed off to test support. If it does accelerate, I'm looking for high 30s, 40. ENVX pop broke out and then ran up and pulled back. Today was not a good day for it. Down 127 or 6.5% to support. I need it to hold here ideally. There's a double top that would be your target. Comes in around 24. Finger has been very successful for us. First at 209 to here, and then a pullback in there. A third swing is underway now. And I think this stock has got 7.5 and 9 written all over it. INMD broke out of a base, ran up and pulled back. It's right on support. I need it to hold. Looked like it was breaking out there, but it reversed. And as a result, you can see where it is now. I want to see this under 41.5 3/4. Keep an eye. Lyft, inverse head and shoulder breakout platform. Then it broke out again. Looked like it was going to run, but it did pull back. It's testing support now near 11. I need that to hold. Targets 13 and 14. Low priced MKFG broke out with a thrust, so we put a swing on it. Went up to target number 1 or the resistance number 1 and backed off. It's got a nice little wedge. Eventual target 335. MRAM popped and broke out today, backed off. It's been a swing since it broke out here. It's been consolidating for a while. My next target's 11. OPRX is disappointed because I thought that move was going to trigger a bigger move, but it wasn't broken out yet. You can see the long-term declining tops line. I need this to get going with a move back over 14. That could trigger a move that makes it up to 15, 15 3/4. Once you get to that, then you're in business into the high teens. Powell had a monster explosive move yesterday. We caught it right as it broke out and then pulled back with an inside day today. Eventually, I'm looking for 88 and 99. Priced OBTS broke out of a wedge or a coil. We put a swing on it. Ran up a little bit and then backed off, and now it's run up again, forming another wedge. Eventually, I think you make it 3 3/4 and 5. RIVN, wonderful base pattern breakout. We caught it right there. It exploded to 2 targets, and now it's been consolidating. Looked like it was going to break out the other day, only to back off and form what looks like an ascending bull flag there. See it? If it gets up to 28, the stock could rock into the low to mid 30s. Roku broke out, put a swing on it. It just went vertical. literally from 78 to 98, and now backed off. Still, I think the stock has more to go. Looking for 108, 109. Schwab with a breakaway gap, beautiful coil. Look for this one to break out eventually and make it up to 70, 73 zone, and then 80. Taboola popped, pulled back, and popped again and broke out and then backed off, but it's holding the trend line, moving averages. And today we had an engulfing reversal day from a low of 328 to 357, close to the high for the day. Tupperware, unbelievable move after hours today. This one, which has gotten down to 286, ripped after hours to 7.25. Currently 656, but the target has always been 8 and then 9. UBS was doing great when it broke out here, put a swing on it, and ran up to the target platform, but then broke down today. Very disappointing. Right back at support. Cannot go any lower than that. Have to put a stop on at 450. VERI ran up to the resistance at the neckline of a head and shoulders. Looked like it was going to break out, and it did break across that line, so we put a swing on it, but there wasn't enough volume and it backed off. Nevertheless, it's still in play until it gets out over 480, at which point 6 is your target. And that's it for the review of the swing trades that are still outstanding. This is HP signing off. Have a great evening, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Let's make some money. Bye now.